Welcome, Gemini, to your numerology reading for June. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you in your numerology. Hope you all had a beautiful birthday. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. 4 plus 8 equaling that 12, bringing in that 3 for that harmony. The 8 is for the intention, and the 4 is for the stability. The 4 also is breaking down to that 2, so you also were going to probably feel like you need some balance or really trying to find that extra balance. So really talking about that financial discipline with Leo over here saying, oh my gosh, I love that card. That card is an amazing card because this card with that Leo energy is saying, I will get what I need. I will have what I am going to have. So that's definitely talking about that intention once again through that solar plexus, right? Because that solar plexus always says, you know, I can do it. So it's pretty much the same thing. I will have it, right? So really bringing in a strong intention over here with this beautiful heavy duty Leo energy of fire. Really getting yourself that confidence. The Leo is bringing in a lot of confidence, a lot of courage, you know, and just really wanting to stay on the ground for that. And being that it's a fixed sign, you know, there's nothing that's going to make you move, right? So that's also a good thing. And it's talking about those emotions that you tell yourself. When you're telling yourself your own story, you are telling yourself, I will get this done. This is what's going to happen. So really wanting to do that if you're not already doing that. But I feel like a lot of you are really in this area right now where you're just so motivated that you are pushing and really focused to where you really need to be. Spirit is saying, I really want you to stay in the spotlight of that situation. Leos are spotlighters. You know, they love to be in the spotlight. So this is definitely just saying, you know, whatever you're asking shall be done because you will make it happen. So it's kind of like them saying, well, this is what you want, right? Okay. But keep asking yourself too, how long can I shine? How long will I shine? I'm going to continue to keep going and creating your own reality, bringing in your own basis, and really showing yourself that you are the boss when it comes to your financial discipline, right? So really getting disciplined in that area and avoiding any kind of, you know, negativities or anything like that. Just, you know, I would actually say, you know, if this was you know, in a different way, it would be watch the ego, watch the arrogance. But we don't really need that here so much. Maybe it might be coming out for somebody, but just don't go overboard. Because there's a fine line and a fine hair of what is, you know, positive that turns into a negative, right? We go way too overboard. As you know, look at the Leo's hair. You know, you don't want Leo conceitedness, right? Like, oh, now I'm, you know. So anyways, but that's only for certain people. Gemini, you're not going to really do that, so I'm not really worried about it. But I did hear that for somebody, who might have Leo might have Leo rising. That could be a possibility. But the third eye activation over here through the brow chakra is the inner vision and the clear seeing. So it's really activating your third eye chakra as you're really doing this. And that's because your courage is so high, guys. You're really, you know, opening this kind of like portal to yourself of your own third eye. Because as that intuition is really kicking over here, you're really going to start really feeling the gut feelings of what it is I need to do next, right? Because the more disciplined you become, the more you're going to really watch your finances and really, you know, become more of a visionary of, this is where I'm going to save money over here. This is what I'm going to do with it over there. Maybe I'll have some fun money over here. If I'm trying to pay off debt, I know exactly how much to give it. So you're giving yourself a lot of actual psychic potential on a money matter, because what you're doing is you're learning about money. I know we had talked about that, I think last year, for those of you who were here, about responsibilities, right, in understanding money. We will do that. Maybe we'll do that reading again one day. But we did the learning healthy intentions of money. They have their own energy, right? Money has its own energy. So it's like you're reinvesting in how to use money energy, right? And understanding and awakening yourself from a kind of slumber of oh my gosh, if I do this, money comes like this, right? Because of the manifestation and the way you're talking about money. So, you see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like getting your own inner vision to get what you need. And then, of course, the source, right? Spirit is actually then there supporting the situation, right? As you're identifying with the energies of finances. Yeah. So very nice. Dedicated effort. Yeah, well, you have all the dedicated effort, and it's really coming from not only the solar plexus, but now it's saying you're actually having it through the sacral chakra, going and straight, of course, to the root chakra. Why? And then it's 8 again with that manifestation. Why? Because you're putting in all the extras. The more you get into the knowing and the understanding of how things with finances can really be, right? Then it just starts kind of flowing in, right? You just kind of go with the flow now. And you understand that sometimes, things don't always work out for the best, right? Things break, then we have to spend more. But knowing that you have that saved money or whatever it is, it's going to be easier, right? Because you're going to say, oh, well, this broke, but now I have the money to pay for it. So it really is kind of its own respect, and when it comes to money. Because like I said, it has a huge energy, you guys. And the reason it has a huge energy is because it's such a huge piece of our well-being, right? Can't live without it, unfortunately, right? So, it's kind of like food. We have to respect food, water, right? So everybody understands this, so you have to put that on that basis of how you're giving that energy. So, and then this allows you to shine with 1 + 9 = 10, bringing in that new understanding, which is therefore the more you get disciplined about how you're spending money, saving money, using money, it makes everything so different. And you're definitely going to have a different perspective with a third eye chakra open, because now you're going to see it from a whole different light, right? I know I did a money one, manifesting money or something. I think it was last year. I can't remember. Like I said, we'll have to get back to that one though again. Because that really did pretty much like teach us how to use money without being too risky. With exactly, without being too risky. And that's exactly what it is. There's no times for risks right now. You really need to get back into the ideas of separating things, right? If there's any debts that you need to pay, it's going to help for the freedom, right? Because it's showing with the Fool that right now, it's not time for risks, right? I don't want you to be risky. Spirit's like, I want you to sit on it. I want you to know how to do it. I want you to do this and that. You guys are trying to get rid of debt. Guys, YouTube, go to the, put down like snowballing debt, right? Something like that. That's how I helped myself get out of debt, was by the snowball effect. I don't encourage avalanche unless you have a lot of money, or unless you don't have a lot of bills. I had a lot of bills, so avalanching for me was no. Keep the big bill. The big bill was actually, I'll pay that one off last. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have very many, that it could be a good thing. So check those out, though, guys. They have them all over YouTube. They're very helpful. King of Swords. Yes, because you're going to have this understanding of what's going on around you, getting the information that you need, and then really obtaining the information not only from the knowledgeable, analytical side, but also from the intuitive side of yourself, which then will kind of, it's going to like they're going to activate together, and you're going to be like, shh. And that's when you're really going to shine, because that's when it's all going to really come together. You see the pink in here over here is really talking about that being in the knowing, right, of that crown chakra. It's talking about, this is what I need to do. And then as soon as this gets done, then all this will come together. And then I will even be able to move faster than I had before, not having to worry so much about the situation. And then allowing it to flow into place without having any worries or anxieties or extra pressures to the situation. Allowing yourself to take on a more compassionate side to yourself with the 10, again, with the page, which equals 1 again, because this is giving you a new, fresh approach to how you're going to really use your financial disciplines over here. The financial disciplines in the book also talks about following up with the action that you wish to see the results from, setting the intention to be financially secure, and then taking appropriate steps, such as putting that little bit of money away each week. So, and it really does help. Okay, so yeah, and this is going to be a huge commitment that you really want to have, but you really want to keep the faith and the trust within yourself and within the universe, as well as you know that those energies are working for you and bringing in this change. As you continue to keep doing what you're doing and staying very disciplined about it, you will see a huge change. And I know that that's true because I've already done it myself. So that's not even a lie. I went from $15,000 in debt, and within 3 years, I am now debt free. So, except for my car. Okay, I do owe money on my car. But otherwise, I am debt free. And it's because I did use a snowball effect. I did use these cards. I did use this same message. This same message, guys. You know, the only difference is they had me separate my money to this bill, and then for fun money, 4 bills themselves. You see what I'm saying? As soon as that bill goes away, I use the snowball effect. That means now I put the money that I had from the bill that I just had go away, I put more of that, take half of that money and put it towards the next bill. I watched it just fall away. I couldn't really believe it. I didn't even know the snowball effect even existed, but it worked very well. But I also use tarot to help me do that. And it was through this kind of message that got me debt free. So with the 10 of coins, yes, if you do it correctly, you will see the outcome. It takes a while, but as soon as you really see it, you will see that you are moving towards the top. This is going to end up swift action. It's just actually getting yourself there. See, my biggest problem was I was having a hard time even giving extra money besides the copay. But I would use my tarot and it would say, you're going to give this much money. You're going to start with this much money. And then you're going to give it this much money. And I was giving only like $10 more towards one bill. See what I'm saying? And then paying the copay here. Very interesting thing. I wish I could show you guys how to do that through spirit. The problem is I think it's such a personal basis. There would have to be a personal type of thing. I don't think it could be done on a general reading. I don't know. But it actually worked, and I couldn't believe it. But yeah, it was pretty freaking amazing. So yes, and there it is again. It just moves, and it moves, and it moves, and it moves, and it really does move. Guys, put it on paper, make a board, put all your stuff down, and then start writing them out. Like I said, those snowball videos actually help you do those things, and then you start looking at those, and then they start showing you how everything breaks down. It really does work. So, and that's what you're doing. And then next thing you know, you have all this money because you have the 10 of Pentacles. Even if it's not what it won't be millions of dollars, right? How could you? You don't make millions of dollars. You see what I'm saying? Hey, look, if I get my $10 back, I want my $10. That's how I felt. Right? So really working on this financial discipline, and Spirit really has your back on this one. Just keep going forward, my friends, and you really got this. Okay? Until next time.